Never seem to find bliss inside ignorance. Time stole the innocence. I noticed how we're living by our differences, separate instead of taking how we're all the same. Use the common bonds and together we'll break the ball and chain. Cause we're all still residents of square one, unaware of struggles we share and how far we've really come. Still nowhere done. Still got a lot of the race that we gotta face. They don't care about where you're from. They don't ask who started last. They're just worried who finished first. They don't factor who had it worse when they pick the winner. No curve in the system. The further in it I get, the clearer the image appears. And it turns the simplest step to a set of infinite stairs. Aware of the veil of deception worn, but it's even take the umbrella they hold to weather the storm and the cold. Alone on my own, I know it's wrong, but was over trying to hold on to the hope when the rope is gone. I was stuck in traffic on the road going to nowhere, but that's when I noticed that I'm not alone here. So when the wind blows, instead of falling down, I think of you. Spread my wings and let it take me off the ground.
By the cracks of the skin I climb to the top. I'd climb the tree to see the world. When the guys came around to blow me down, held on as tightly as you held on to me.
Felt like I was existing in a world that really isn't mine. Walk the thinnest line between light and shadow. We're a shatter in a brittle mind that battles to a finish line that's nothing but an ending with the sugar-coated title. And wonder, is this depending or supporting? How we fixing it, distorting? Sort as risk or as reward when the thrill itself is awarding. The more that it's reinforcing a difference, the more that it's assuring with it. This isn't the same predicament all of us forced to live in. That we're not in it together, that we fight it alone. But looking close, we're more alike than we know. Holding on tight to the same hope as we climb, that in time it'll all be worth it. Find peace of mind one piece at a time. Beyond the surface, digging further and reaching deeper. Believe you're on the verge of the peak and see you'll find it right when you're no longer searching a journey to see it all. Climbing the tallest tree and the problems that look so big on the ground I could hardly see. They get smaller with every branch that I pass. Watching how far to the top I still gotta climb at the bottom. If I would fall while we're climbing in the same direction, working separately, how much less would the effort be? Merging our strength together, the lessen the weight we carry alone. Holding on tight to each other as we get blown by the wind and gravity's holding us pulls. We'll push to the top of the tree together and move the leaves aside to see it better. Say.
By the cracks of the skin I climb to the top. I'd climb the tree to see the world. When the guys came around to blow me down, held on as tightly as you held on to me.
And if we could extend our awareness, you see, to include those things that we leave out, we would have a deep interior peace. Because we would all know the one thing that you mustn't know, according to the rules of our particular social game. One thing you mustn't know, that's really not allowed, that is the lowdown on life. And then the lowdown, on the one hand, means the real dirt on things. But the lowdown is also what is profound, what is mysterious, what is in the depths. And there's something left out. And our everyday consciousness
By the cracks of the
screams
skin
this out.
I climb to the top. I'd climb the tree to see the world. When the guys came around to blow me down, held on as tightly as you held on to me.
So this is for the people sitting at the bottom, awaiting my return or thinking I forgot them. Let them know the second that I hit the very top, I'ma throw a rope down, bring them up and sit beside them. Sitting at the bottom, thinking I forgot them. Hit the very top, I'ma throw a rope down and sit beside them. This is for the people sitting at the bottom, awaiting my return or thinking I forgot them. Let them know the second that I hit the very top, I'ma throw a rope down. So this is for the people sitting at the bottom, awaiting my return or thinking I forgot them. Let them know the second that I hit the very top, I'ma throw a rope down, bring them up and sit beside them and say.
By the cracks of the skin I climb to the top. I'd climb the tree